Hello, my name is Matthew, and this is day 9 for Stories for My Friend in Quarantine. You can see Andy. And today I thought I would tell you about one of my first jobs that I had, and I worked as a driller's helper. So I worked on a drill rig, and it was a two-man operation. There was the driller, and then I worked around him to make sure that we could just keep moving as fast as possible. And we were drilling for soil samples, and this was for determining construction sites, figuring out what's under the ground, to make sure that people can build buildings safely, something like that. And it was hard work, but it was fast paced, and it was enjoyable. I had a really good boss, and I was paid by the hour, and I made fairly good money. But the one of the difficulties was that you would work until the job was done, and that was wholly determined on what we were going to be drilling into. So if we went somewhere and we had 4 holes or 8 holes that were already decided, and we hit really soft, loamy soil, we might be there for 4 hours. But if we went somewhere and we immediately started hitting rocks or clay, mud, or something like that, we could work for 16 hours straight. It was like that. But I thought I would tell you one of the most memorable drilling experiences that I had. He's gonna jump. There's Daphne. Anyway, so all I knew was I was being picked up, and we were going on location like we always do, and all I knew was that we were going to the Baltimore Zoo. And picks me up, and we're on our way, and he says that we're going to the elephant exhibit. We're going to be drilling at the elephant exhibit. And I thought all of this was really cool. And we get there, and we meet one of the zoo managers. We're right outside of the elephant enclosure, and I'm just like a teenager or something, and my job is to stay quiet at this point. So the zoo manager is talking to the driller, and just going over some logistics, where we need to be, what gates need to be opened, kind of boring details. But as I'm listening, I discover that we are going to be drilling in the elephant manure pit, the dung pit. And we go over to like just get a lay of the land, and it's my boss, the driller, and the like zoo manager, whoever he was, and it's this huge open area, covered in dung, just elephant dung, whole area, and there's stakes put out throughout this dung pit, and as the zoo manager is talking and the driller is nodding his head, the zoo manager says, "Do you want me to get a team of people to clear out a pathway to each of the stakes?" And I'm not quite paying attention, but the driller, my boss, just says, "No, no, no, we're totally fine. We're fine." And so we're all kind of set up, and the zoo manager says, like, "Okay, I'm going to leave you be." And he leaves. So now it's just me and the driller. And he goes over to the truck, and he comes back with a pitchfork and a shovel, or a couple implements, and just kind of says, "All right, get to work." And this is when I discover that it is my job to shovel the elephant dung to make a path for the truck to get to. And something else that I forgot to mention was the only warning that the zoo manager gave us was, since we were in such close proximity to the elephants, even though they were behind a fortified gate, you'd see through it, but it was an elephant gate. He told us, whatever you do, do not look the elephants directly in the eye. And of course the elephants were curious, so it was two or three of these elephants, I can't quite remember, but they're right at the gate, and for the 40 minutes that it took me shoveling elephant dung, I had a crowd of elephant divas peering over me monstrously. And even though while I was working, I couldn't see them, but I could feel them behind me. You could hear how massive they were. I could smell them, but everything smelled like elephant manure, dung. And it was a very humbling moment. And I should say, it was all fun. It was all fine. I wasn't thinking like I shouldn't be shoveling the elephant dung. It was just hilarious listening to the zoo manager go like, do you want to get a team of people out here? I go, no, we're okay. Matt, get to work. And I'm half paying attention going, huh? What am I doing now? I thought I was a driller's helper. So yeah, there was one memorable day where I spent an afternoon or morning shoveling elephant dung. And if you're curious, the soil that we were drilling into was nice and soft. So that's it. That's my story for today, day 9 of quarantine. Leave me a comment if you would like. Let me know if you've ever shoveled elephant dung, or if you've shoveled any other exotic animals' manure. I would love to hear about it. And thank you for watching.